Just looking at White's chat, they were saying that it feels like I'm coming out of like a day at the spa or about to hit the spa after this game. Thought it was going to be a relaxing game no matter what, but it's not. We got a first map on overtime. Of course, it's also OpTic versus XSET that we have here on this second map. The interesting part about this, though, is that, you know, this is still the same compositions for OpTic and XSET when they faced off against each other in the upper bracket finals a couple of days ago. But the cool part about this, though, is that OpTic has choice aside. They took defender side first, where the last time they couldn't get a single round on defense.
Yeah, see if XSET can start just as on fire as we saw that second half. Again, we'll keep track of the pistol rounds. Either team has been able to win both in all of their head-to-heads. Cryo starts off with a huge headhunter, and they are in C.
Dash is already in. Victor is down towards that left side of Long C. And that is going to be just unanswered rounds, and finally Marv is trying to do as much as he can. Unfortunately, not good enough. Only one to fall game with the headhunter. Spike now planted 4v1. First headshot, looking towards that left where Depp is. Lands that one, but already the right-click classic is good enough for the assist as Zekin picks up the last kill for the pistol round for XSET.
I like it. Great play, XSET. Going fast. I think that's the kind of pressure they need to start as well. Zekin can just dash in and create the chaos. And everybody, you can follow a Jet a little easier than you can follow a Neon, as hard as it still is. But the one thing that scared me there is XSET never got to back site that quick, right? They all stayed in the front. They were kind of waiting for OpTic peaks. They were still able to flood the site. But if OpTic had got into back site, that could have been a really, really sketchy play. First one goes, though, so throw that out the window. We're only looking for the W's here. XSET. Second play looks like they're going to just toy around with A main and mid.
0 point spots a couple of players too, and now the gamble's almost there. You know, a lot of these teams sometimes in the second round, or they plant towards B, or they go for a C side split. OpTic goes for a gamble towards C, but now it's going to become a retake play towards B site potentially. Spike has not yet moved in because it's on the back of VCT, doing the Trailblazer for a link. Flash coming in, Death pushing forward, trying to wall bang with the Spectre, and finally does so. And now we're chiming in for the assists, also a push towards Garage. Last one to go is going to be Ye as Victor has just fallen. So this is going to be an easy round converted into a second round unless Ye could pull out some magic. He still has a full kit coming out of the Headhunter, but there's a lot of one-ways coming in and thrown by Aaron. Not easy to do. A ping towards the top just in case somebody's up there, but you can definitely see it's your own team breaking on crosshair placement, and Zekin gets the kill for a 2-0 for XSET.
Everybody's like, wait, Ye basically has an operator. Do not move. Finally, a quick peek on the one-way. XSET, I call it, I mean, Straps, they mean to do them, but it's loose. They look like they're enjoying themselves. They're going in, you know, kind of pushing the limit to that strat. We get dive in with follow-up into B, right? They were expecting to just see the eco of OpTic, and they played it to that strength. See how they do coming into this first gun round. Their bonus on the side of XSET. They were able to topple this last time. So a little bit reminiscent of that fracture map for our first map of the series. Can they continue this one?
Aaron hears the backpedaling of Victor, but Victor decides to walk back into the corner just to play the left side tight, tucked in into the garage. And it's going to be XSET with the lower buy, of course, because it's a bonus round just to use the close range battle and the overwhelming opportunities that he get hitting towards this B site. But that grab well cancels out the plans for a bit. Now we've affirmed the plan towards B for XSET. 2 players on the A link. Flash from FNS. A push coming out, but it's still Cryo with the 2 kills. Mopping everything up. Victor, meanwhile, does get a little bit of damage, but still wins that fight versus Aaron as they're trying to retake towards the front B. Nice job by Flash. He's holding up the B side on his own on a retake, leaving out Zekin and BCJ on a 2 versus 2. A smoke actually splits them out, but it's still Zekin that wins that duel. Marv trying to clutch a dash, pushes him away. And now he goes, they know that at least he went for the fake plant. Trying to go for another one here. Trying to play the anti-flash, but it's still going to be Zekin creeping out with a kill on the Spectre, and that is a bonus round converted in favor of XSET.
That a huge round from Cryo right there. Cryo and BCJ did not expect to have to counter or anti-flash that BA link connector. Cryo insta-turn. You can see BCJ is like, please, Please hit these shots. So huge play there. Really nice mechanics by Cryo and Zekin and BCJ to clean this one up as Marv does his damnedest to try and squeeze them out into a 1v1. Nice job all around there. But the round again to XSET, another bonus for them. They've been so consistent in these rounds. It seems to be the mid game where OpTic start to figure them out. Let's see if XSET can keep this going still.
Lots of pressure now to start things off. Inside sewers. That actually did not spot Ye. So Ye could actually get a nice little surprise kill. If you can, I just got pinged. Just in case BCJ says, hey, I didn't clear that corner. Make sure if you're walking down towards sewers to check that left side. Oof. And again, another eco for OpTic where they gamble for a stack. It looked good at the beginning as they have 5 players moving up here. But you can already see now XSET leaning back towards C.
What good calls all around. This push from Cryo, I'm sure him hearing nothing, it makes XSET inclined to think, well, if there's no flank coming in, they are hard on one site, just holding it. They have called that correctly. Looks like they're going to be rushing into C here and find absolutely 0 things to mess with.
30 seconds left.
Even from XSET, though, we're leaving no stones unturned. The flash is coming out, clearing out towards the back. The aftershock trying to delay towards spawn very soon here from Death. But this is all very good for XSET just to continue this streak that they have from the upper bracket final, on Haven until now. Because as we mentioned just at the beginning of this map, OpTic has yet to win a defender side or a defender round against XSET on this map here, at least since the last time that they met up against each other on Haven. So things are looking good here for XSET to continue to come out strong. But we've seen what happened last time when we played Fracture.
Yeah. Almost some more. I mean, they have the money to play with, right? We see Ye and the rest of the team jump in to get their worth. Coming into round 5 now. See what OpTic can put up. Operator's going to be there for Ye. Blade Storm wherever ready for Zekin. So he's going to low buy anyways to keep the econ on par with everything. I have to say above par, even better. And honestly, they're set up to continue being able to have Zekin go a little hard, right? If he goes down a few times, it doesn't matter. There's a rebuy. He's 7-0-1. So really, I think they have a chance to test OpTic within these rounds, especially when they get guns, right? You go for the throat to put them back on the economy, or the low buy rounds. And here's the Blade Storm following up the Trailblazer.
Exactly when he has a stinger on top of that, you know that it's going to be Zekin trying to open up the site here, and that's him inside B. And they're looking for a pitch inside Garage. Oh my god, this guy's insane. The headshot onto Victor. Now that we go for a C-side split for XSET. Nice gravity well, at least from Marv, just to slow down the pace a bit, allowing FNS to move out, but it gets immediately traded out. Guided light towards the garage, blinds one, but little did they know here for OpTic that there's 3 players from XSET here. And now we cancel out the plans and maybe rotate back towards A if we want to, where Ye still posted up, at least on the A link. Oh my god, Crashes is pushing forward. He's going to catch a perfect timing here. Back towards C. But unfortunately, there's still a trap available for the attackers to cancel. Oh, he gets the headshot at least onto Aaron. So there's no smokes inside C. Marv gets headshotted by Zekin as Zekin gets another opener inside of sight. So a 3 versus 2. They know that Crash is on the flank. Ye needs to land the shot, but he doesn't. Now the spike has been planted. A nice little kill there from Cryo onto Crashies, leaving Ye on his own on a 3 versus 1. They actually don't spot him, though. They're still looking towards spawn. He might be able to come out and at least get one. But as he creeps out more towards the platform, did not expect that Cryo's playing so close at long C. And XSET put 5 in a row now, and I feel like a timeout should be coming soon.
Yeah, Van Silly, how often do we see B strats? Maybe once or twice. XSET has utilized B and then stemmed a strat off it 3, 4 times now out of our 6, 5 rounds. Sorry, I'm losing rounds already because it's just blowing my mind. They have gone twice to planet B, and then the one time they go back because OpTic's thinking, not B again, it's a gun round, they'll play it out. Zekin just runs through with no defense. Now it's going to try to be OpTic putting their foot down here. They're saying, no way. Zekin setting way too much pace. And we see OpTic try to get some early intel here. And while Victor doesn't see too much, he can let the team know it's going to probably be towards A.
Thankfully for the free ability of just running quickly, that actually trades it out for a Trailblazer from BCJ just to look back towards Garage, look back towards Window. They even ping out towards Grass for XSET so they could re-clear it together. But another gamble stack from OpTic on A that doesn't work out, unfortunately, on how they're trying to read where XSET's going.
They're loving the elevation game right now. If Zekin can create chaos, it's exactly where they want to be. Another play towards B, Vans, and they just have to hold this one off.
And that's one of those moments where finally, if you ping on top of the boxes, you'll spot Zekin, who's winning up there, greeting Ye, leaving FNS and Victor alone now for OpTic. But they have 2 Spectres. Little flash here from FNS. Victor gets the kill, picks up a Phantom. Now a fast lane to actually get the tap of Cryo is going on. The lurk on the mid.
Wait, what?
There's that first kill. It's traded off, though, by Victor. Knows that Aaron's in the front, but he thought that Aaron was under the window.
Wow.
And Aaron went from the window to the wall for that kill. Woo!
Feel it. It is gameplay. So, round 7 coming in. The ultimates are starting to come up here. A lot of damage you have to recognize has been done by OpTic over the last few rounds. That might slow XSET's push and gusto down a little bit. Remember, we said you get the chance to make plays, right? Zekin buying a stinger on like 6,200 credits left previously. These guys just, they're able to toy with a few of these aspects that allow them to have safety in the following rounds. OpTic does call that timeout. They have been thwarted at B so many times. And if you look at the style OpTic likes to play, it's Ye contact. It's figure out how they might be able to find Ye a first kill, flash for him, or pull back and get the site. If you rush B as XSET, what angles does Chamber have to shoot you, right? You're already close quarters. You are taking away what OpTic loves to play with, and that's initial long range and grabbing the info that does not allow you into a site. So OpTic discussing now, how do we find out what XSET's doing beforehand? How can we get into position better? Because it has been 6 straight rounds for XSET. And deja vu, a fracture.
And they haven't really figured anything out, right? Because in these moments where they have lower economy for OpTic and they're trying to run like the basic fundamentals of creating space and going for trades on pistols, the stacks are just not working for them. So XSET's doing a better job anticipating where the stack is going. And that's working towards the B early every single time. And this time, though, the change of pace here for the defenders. We have a rifle round. Dual Default's coming out here on a defense, and we're pushing down towards mid. Crashies is in a very good spot at the bottom unless a flash or a Trailblazer comes out, but BCJ is a little bit too far. He's down towards C. So that allows Crashies to get the first kill, but that's the Seeker's also down. Not to be used there in the half to get information. So with XSET, they just want to go quick. It's going to be the rolling thunder first from Def to open up towards Garage, and all of that is towards a fake, actually, in the end. OpTic has 3 players rotated towards C, and once again, XSET is moving into the B site.
It closes everything off. They create the angles they want instantly, but they're not checking their back this time. Yes, Zekin had the flank. They creep in to get B once again from OpTic.
But Victor's so close. He gets the surprise attack on the first 2. And the third one, unfortunately, he went towards the back of Gong. The tap coming out from Victor, still trying to find Aaron. And Aaron gets that frag. Ye's on his own, but they know where Aaron's at.
They need this clutch.
A fake TP. Headhunter is out. Aaron playing on the top of the ledge just to break the crosshair placement. Goes behind the smoke and picks it up with the Phantom kill. And Ye goes for the clutch and the defuse here for OpTic. And as you said, Rivington, they needed that one desperately, especially coming out of a timeout, especially how they pushed so aggressively towards mid. And finally, the Red Bull clutch in the end to close it out.
The solution to B. They found it. And it is actually Victor, I'm sorry, Ye, the final one, probably the person they avoid here to capitalize on those last few kills. And this was a tour de force round. He was towards long. They were trying to capitalize on frags, and XSET forced them into another close range fight at B that comes down to the wire. And silly.
Yeah.
Still, money on both sides. XSET needs to be hit a few more times here for that to hurt. 6-1 though. OpTic strike back a bit quicker than Fractured.
Still going to be looking pretty good for this round and the next here, at least for XSET.
Yeah.
If they lose this round, just in sheer economy, and Zekin getting very close to his Blade Storm. That said, as you see the amount of utility, again, Victor playing that turret, trying to look out towards the garage. And he's closing that gap already, so they're closing out the space, at least on this site. And they have the perfect number stacked. Easy kill from Ye on top of Sewers. They're trying to push in for the trade. Seeker's coming out from Crash. He's a flash, but that's just to delay. That also with the KO null command is not going to allow XSET to hit towards the A side. With 54 seconds left on the clock and these guys pinned inside Sewers, they don't know actually that Victor is just by the window.
They couldn't. He's still waiting for the push, though. They don't want to give him the satisfaction of knowing someone's behind them just yet. If they're playing with the mind games right now, they could very easily double push and be a bit safe.
That's the crazy
But
part,
to
too.
stay back, you have two flash agents from OpTic in sight. There's no way XSET should get this.
Well, they have.
Oh my gosh.
Cosmic Divide is out here for Marv. Victor trying to run through. And that's the beauty of having Cryocells dead here if you're a fan of OpTic. You're able to go for this flank. There's 13 seconds left on the clock, 1 player left to go, and it's still going to be Marv that clutches it on that 1 versus 1 against Aaron. Man, it went back and forth, but again, having Cryocells dying so early, it forced XSET to have one of those players.
Yep.
You saw he was deaf, having enough to look back. Are we going to get flanked? Are we not going to get flanked? Then with the Cosmic Divide that comes out here from the defender side on the retake of Marv, they did not expect, again, another backstab kill coming in from Victor 2 rounds in a row.
Incredibly big. Yeah, the chamber call is huge, Vincently. As you said, not having that coverage on the back basically locks XSET into that play, right? Or you re-clear the entire map, which just becomes too dangerous. Oh my, Victor. So Victor rinse and repeat on this run out of garage. Seems like it's kind of a safe play. If he does find the fight, it's going to be one person most likely. So he feels comfortable to keep doing that. No real information gained off this, though, as both teams reset this round to start it off. You are putting that idea in XSET's head, though, like, good luck. We could be anywhere now. So neat little stuff that OpTic's doing right out of the gate.
Yeah, that's Victor lapping all the way from B to C back into garage where he started.
And again.
And they're going to try to go for the peak here. But, yeah, I mean, XSET this time is like, okay, you could be anywhere, so we're just going to hold our ground default Fracture style as we did before. And OpTic gets a piece of their own medicine. A repeat coming out, and then Crashies is trying to hold towards garage at least. Silver lining as FNS. Unfortunate there. He played the anti-flash, thought that the flank was coming on the other end, and then it's actually where he originally looked at that he could have gone the kill onto death. That's a plant coming down for XSET, and you already see Ye saving his operator for the next round.
This is big for XSET to be able to kind of get OpTic into 2 rounds. You're buying full, you won a round. This is where you actually get a chance to really punch somebody right in the money bag. We'll see what OpTic's cash flow is next round, but being able to reset their money after you have a team feeling comfortable in their stride and thinking it's going to be gun round after gun round. Big props to XSET to be able to do this, especially with 4 members alive, because they were about to be in economy hell come these next rounds. A nice play towards C here. We haven't seen too much of that from XSET, right? It's been a lot of B, a touch and go towards A, and they finally wait out the map again, much like they did on Fracture, waiting out the map to go towards a C there. So slowing the map down a bit as OpTic speed up the map quite a bit, right? A little flip in what the teams want to get.
It almost looks like even on the idea of what OpTic was trying to do was really trying to prevent that B site hit that XSET's been doing consistently.
Yeah, they're worried.
They're
like, they don't want anybody in B.
Exactly. I mean, that's why Victor is starting to do that turret move of running quickly, jump peeking out towards garage, support from Marv on top of that. But unfortunately, this time XSET was just ready for it, just holding towards grass.
It is a great point. Right has been Victor and a few pushing out B. Now it's Ye watching B. Somebody's been on B. They're just like, XSET, stop using this play.
Oh my God.
That's one way to do it.
Ouch.
Oh,
they thought it was a having TP. Aaron went towards the spawn. It's going to be a flash after flash, but FNS is the one that takes the upper hand. Marv rotating all the way back from C.
Weapon.
Going to be able to take up an op and also a rifle, and the overdrive available for Victor. So technically a full gun round on this retake on the 3 versus 3. Plant coming in now. Still lots of flashes available still for XSET on this post plant, and Zekin still alive, of course. Marv has to come up huge here as he jiggle peeks towards the window. There's no smokes available for XSET, so this is a great opportunity here for Marv to get something. Dropping towards Hell, a flash, but they never expected that Zekin was on the boxes, and unfortunately the overdrive doesn't come in for a kill. Off shot kill, back to the frenzy, but it's going to be Zekin with another kill. 3 onto the round, and XSET are now up at 8.
A round with a lot of util and a kitchen sink being thrown at OpTic there. You had from the shadows coming in from Aaron, stuck it. Like you said, they're predicting it's going to be heaven, but it's not. And as soon as they do lose eyes on Aaron and what he's got in the spawn, Seekers comes out. And Seekers identifies that nobody from OpTic has made it into sight. So everybody that was still long A from XSET waltz right in. Another one of these stinger low buys for Bladestorm coming in for XSET as they prepare themselves for more rounds where XSET or OpTic's going to be able to take members down. They have been scratching and clawing at these rounds, and like I said, XSET's going to be able to start to put OpTic into econ hell. With those rounds, they're starting to reset the econ. This would be a big one.
Well, unfortunately here, Riv, we're at round number 11. So no matter what, we're going to have good econ for XSET for the next 2 rounds.
True.
Where
Yep.
Now the tides have turned. OpTic, not only do they need to win rounds, but not lose too many players because of how low they bought. Or how low's left after their bye here, as we have this flash coming out from BCJ. It does catch onto Ye, but do they know that he's bunny? They don't. He misses a shot, unfortunately, but still overextends for a bit until he TPs away. And now XSET just resetting once again towards grass.
Still a really big find, right? You get Ye's rendezvous out. He can't make those forward plays anymore. Now it's your chance, XSET. Where do they pressure? Rolling Thunder right through garage to the right side of the site. Oh, big fragment.
Huge. Marvin's going to get the easy kill now. Onto Zekin at 14 HP
Oh,
running
the
in.
smoke play.
Beautiful relay bolt from Victor, who gets the headshot onto BCJ. Marv now pushing down because they know that he's there, so at least he's going to get the information with 24 seconds left on the clock. Spike is now down. Turret's still up, though. The Traymar watching the flank, so they have to try to get the kill here. There's one. FNS does connect onto Cryo, and he's not even needed for the flank. That's FNS for the 3rd kill onto Def, and a solid hold from OpTic on C.
That's the round OpTic needs as well to make it 8-4. Otherwise, they would be coming into this one with sheriffs and whatnot, hoping that Ye could maybe drop them a weapon from earlier rounds. Yeah, big. Oh, Marv was so tricky here to be able to call things out. The knowledge that nobody else was pressuring into sight right with Marv in that smoke. It really gave OpTic the time to rotate, so super heady play by Marv there. Without getting more frags, he basically got the info to keep that round in OpTic's favor. How do they play this one? A bit of a scrunch ball defense, or default by XSET, as they're still choosing it, waiting for that run out of garage. Look, the double peek coming in right now from Cryo and Def, waiting for that to come out. You still got Ye pushed up and Bunny, though, waiting for these shots. They will not let me go anymore.
Doesn't have the op, but it's not needed.
Pays off that time.
Yeah, you got to give it to XSET, though, on being able to keep the economy low against Ye, not allowing him to get too many ops. And because of getting no ops, Cryo wins this duo here, or this duel, rather.
They just go back to the dash in chaos, right?
But we have
Follow me.
We actually have BCJ that has full control of C site, except not clearing garage, but I'm pretty sure that he saw the trademark too. So this allows now XSET to go for a plant while BCJ is clearing towards C-Link unless everybody goes back through C-Link to C. That's exactly what's happening so far. Marv is now moving back towards garage and he's playing the angle from under window.
30 seconds left.
Pivotal position right now. BCJ is trying to clear it. Big kill from Marv, but it gets immediately traded out by Zekin. That now allows a plant, but it's a 3-on-3.
3-on-3. No smokes here or there, so you're going to get Zekin down long to be able to get the flank. They'll let the team know they can focus sight, but this is going to be tough. The dash in! Woo!
So easy for Cryo. FNS is on his own towards spawn. And it's a gap in the smoke to allow Cryo to get the quad kill into the round and put it XSET at 9-3 on the second map against OpTic. But at least for OpTic, they're able to get a couple of rounds on the defense. We'll see now if they can bring it back on the attack after the break. Back here in the second half now, OpTic on the attacker side, where they actually did have, again, a better showing the last time that these two teams met against each other, and that was the upper finals. Another rematch here where XSET, after getting that loss, or getting that win, sorry, on Haven, is going to try to continue this against OpTic. But Riv, where OpTic is actually pretty good at learning from their mistakes and coming back, we'll see if this will happen now on their attacker side.
The consistency. It's almost terrifying how much they begin to read and then redeploy a strategy mid-game, not mid-round, mid-game, that affects every round. Here, a good push coming out of XSET to start off, and they find Marv right away. Smokes are down for OpTic here to start. That's absolutely huge, but they have already taken B.
And a slide coming in from Victor, the Frenzy, and a little bit too late for the rest of XSET to move back up to trade the kill onto Def. So smokes are down, but at least they get a plant now onto B. Trailblazer is going to spot Victor, who does have support from me as well. Two players are low there inside Garage. Cry, though, opening up towards the A-Link. Crashies has to come up huge towards the back gong. Nice little lurk kill so we can get that frag onto Cryo. Zekin through the smoke, and we get the full defuse in. That's XSET with pistol.
And smokes. I'm just kidding. No, XSET's pistol. The XSET have won both pistols. That's the first time one of these teams in a head-to-head have won both pistols on a map. So get out the trophies, pop a little bubbly. A bit of history being made there by XSET in this head-to-head versus OpTic. And that does that seal the deal? I mean, they got 5 rounds on defense last time they played this in the upper final. So by those numbers, if they got 5, they'd be more than winning. So that pistol round's really going to help them.
Helps for the economy of XSET, but OpTic in another one of those situations. We got a plant. We're going to force buy. And second on the top. Traded it back by Marv. Nice little flash coming out and gets a blind kill out of that. That's BCJ courtesy onto Crashies. Aftershock to slow down the pace as OpTic are trying to crunch in from long. Flash now allowing BCJ to peek out. Oh, the timing. We've actually made it inside the smoke here for FNS. We're clearing the site. They think that it's open now for XSET, so we're moving in for a plant.
They are very wary of what's going on in the site. A few extra checks never hurt. Measure twice, cut once. And a slow push in here from OpTic. We'll kind of see themselves look to get a lot of the exits here. I should say entrances.
Knife for info, though. That spot's 2. We still have another one in heaven, and that's a Sky from BCJ. 2 flashes available from the top and from the bottom. It's going to be hard to hold now for OpTic. That's Marv now trying to hold with Ye, and it's just not going to work out, unfortunately, as the other falls as well. No trade coming out from OpTic.
That was big. And XSET, we saw them play this the way on Fracture, right? Safe in the first few rounds. Yeah, OpTic's going to fly through, maybe get some plants, and then XSET on the retake. Here, you have guns. Why not play that safe? You're not worried about XSET getting the extra 1,500 across the team from plant. OpTic timeout here. Things are getting real tight for them. 21 frags from Zekin. 21 and 5. He has really just been put in the forefront of this attacking lineup to be able to do that. They continue to promote him with their utility as he pushes forward. And we've seen his rushes through B as well on solo excursions. But yeah, XSET have really been able to, I think, identify how they want to use their compositions and then maximize that. We've always known them to stick to their guns with initiator comps or what they want to use, but it seems like they've really refined it to give teams something extra, where it's not just a default play or a wait out in the round. But this random B strategy every round, not say random, I shouldn't say it's random, but this B strategy every round that has variations, right? That OpTic wasn't even expecting, but XSET continue to run because they've identified that. You know, it's definitely a different team in a lot of senses for XSET.
Now a very important timeout for both OpTic and XSET, because if this somehow becomes a comeback, then I have a feeling we'll probably see a 3-0 here from OpTic, because XSET will be demoralized. But at that point, after this timeout, if we can close it in early here for XSET, we'll definitely see a match in the next of this series. And Off this timeout, it's very quick from both ends just to try to deny control of Garage. And that's Victor sliding in. A nice flash to allow him to get a kill onto BCJ. But Victor is still low on HP and Zekin's back there. It's 2 players in the back with Def. Easy kills with the Spectre. 2 focused on Zekin, not clearing logs. And now Zekin's at 7 HP. We're Def. He's just looking to play the trade because he has no utility left to support his teammate. Crashes and Ye on their own. The swing coming out. And the lineup works out for both OpTic players. Cryos on his lonesome. It's now a 1 versus 1 as the spike is down towards the C site. And it's now going to be the chamber on chamber.
Yeah. We saw Bulldogs in the hands of some of the members of OpTic.
Oh, but the peek coming out, and Cryo gets the kill. And that's going to be XSET at map point.
Map point as well as just stealing all of OpTic's lunch money here. No real buys are going to be coming through on this. No armor there for Marv. That's going to be a tough one for them. And XSET has done a great job of making that the case. Absolutely incredible strength coming off of Fracture, and they show it in Haven. One of their strong maps that we've seen in the upper finals. Like we said, they took OpTic. They'll do it again here in the grand finals in one more round, in even better fashion. Holy moly.
Oh yeah, we are not stopping. The force buy, of course, here coming in for OpTic. Fast lanes and a slide coming out. And look how passive it's being played by XSET. Wait for that utility to dry out and then replay the retake. Now towards the spawn. Def was jump peeking just in case they were getting pushed forward, and they're not. So now Cryos the one pushing forward. Gets that first kill onto Ye. Close time situation. Nice stun, but Vicker still gets the frag. Beautiful flash once again. But it's a 3 versus 3. Fragment available for FNS just to run that clock down. Flash will not going to do anything here for XSET, as now we finally tap the spike. We got smokes after smokes. Zekin on the top. Crash, he's trying to get the spray, and it's not going to work out. Another stick defuse coming into the second half for XSET, and it's 13-3 for the second map for that team.